beaten on the drive.
Oh, nice ball.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep. Picks the gap perfectly.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up.
Yes. Yes, keeper.
Yeah. No. Couldn't get it through the field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Yes, bowler.
Yeah. Great shot through the gap.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yes.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
That's the over. Australia are none for 62. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for four.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Right off the middle of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Warner didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for six.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Catch it.
Nicely played.
That is an amazing half-century, just mammoth stroke-making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait. Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Good shot.
Yep.
It's found the gap.
Keeper.
There was a split second to decide which end to throw to, and in the end, it was a poor choice. Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Oh, ball.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide. There really is a good amount of bounce in that pitch. Seems to be surprising the bowler. That's all the short stuff for this over, though.
Drives and misses everything.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Catch.
On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away for 4.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes. No.
Straight to the fielder.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
9 runs added there. Australia are none for 86.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowlers.
Yeah. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Tried for something a bit...
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Nice, solid defensive shot.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
7 runs added in that over. Australia are none for 93.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
And that brings up the 100-run partnership for these two.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yeah.
Perfectly timed.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Yeah.
Really good shot there.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot,
Yes.
the reward will eventually come. A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Anderson from the members' end.
Catch.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Misses everything.
Oh, nice ball.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Times it nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting. I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying to do a slower delivery. Just got it all wrong.
Immaculate timing there.
Yep. No.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch.
Yes.
And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
If the third was there, they would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the great southern stand end. There's a chance if this hits.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
They'll get at least one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
That's it.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Warner is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Yes.
Great shot. Great timing.
And now That brings up the half century for this batsman.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep, yep.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out. Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Good throw from the deep, on target. And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
12 runs added there. Australia are 1 for 156.
Count up.
4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Super piece of timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Labuschagne has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Right off the middle of the bat.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Cut him!
Fall through the offside. Easy as you like.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Beaten on the drive.
Warner shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Working long and hard on this one. It's close, but I think it's hitting.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Looking good so far, no issue with the bounce. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets though? Warner has to go, ends up being a waste of a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Good shot. It's found the gap. Drives and misses everything.
Anderson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good return there, back from the deep.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Australia are 2 for 194. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Super shot.
This batter really is the key now, picking up the boundaries when they need them Just the sort of thing the team needs.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Cut him!
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Cut it!
Time that brilliantly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Yes, keeper! Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
No shot offered.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Anderson shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Catch it!
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yeah.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Over. Australia are 2 for 231. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the great southern stand end.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Catch him!
Immaculate timing there.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Catch him!
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Yep.
And the chance goes begging.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, nice ball.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Waiting.
Does
Yeah.
very well to get quickly across to that one.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
End of the over. Australia are 2 for 242. Broad into the attack now from the members' end. Nicked it. Big appeal. And gone. Didn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Head takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yeah. Go!
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. A little late on that, no run scored.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
There's a chance if this hits.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. Woakes from the great southern stand end.
Wait.
Out. Yeah! Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Well, at the end of an entertaining performance with the bat, certainly a good wicket to get, the runs were really starting to flow.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Good shot. A beauty.
Yes.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Hit that hard, nailed it.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Misses everything.
Green shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over. 18 runs coming from it. Australia are 4 for 273.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Head has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Super piece of timing.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Broad will be disappointed with that delivery.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
That's the over. Australia are 4 for 295.